For years, these technologies were hidden behind closed doors. Now, China is revealing systems so advanced they shocked engineers worldwide. From AI warfare to surveillance tools beyond imagination, these innovations could redefine global power. And the world may not be ready for what comes next. Join us as we discover the secret Chinese technologies that shocked the entire world. Let's go.
Number 15. Deep Robotics X20 Quadruped Robot. The X20 doesn't look like a typical robot dog. This quadrupedal machine, developed by Deep Robotics, was specifically designed to replace humans in hazardous environments where toxic gas, extreme temperatures, or structural instability make human presence deadly. Presented at the World Artificial Intelligence Conference in Shanghai, alongside Tesla's Optimus prototype and other advanced systems, the X20 demonstrated capabilities that extend far beyond walking or carrying loads. The robot excels in environments that would kill unprotected humans within minutes: chemical spills releasing toxic fumes, collapsed buildings with unstable structures, industrial facilities with gas leaks, and disaster zones where every second counts, but sending human rescuers means risking additional casualties. Equipped with advanced sensors for detecting toxic substances, the X20 can enter contaminated areas, assess dangers, and relay critical information to response teams waiting at safe distances. The development philosophy behind the X20 reflects a broader Chinese strategy: free humans from monotonous and dangerous work, improving safety and efficiency across industries. The company envisions applications in assisted tracking, emergency rescue operations, and fire detection, scenarios where speed and risk tolerance matter more than complex decision-making. Deep Robotics isn't alone in this space. Multiple Chinese companies are developing specialized robots for extreme environments, recognizing that the country's rapid industrialization created countless hazardous workplaces where human safety remains difficult to guarantee. Mining operations, chemical manufacturing, and infrastructure inspection all present scenarios where robotic systems can provide superior performance without putting lives at risk. The X20's design incorporates lessons learned from previous generations of quadrupedal robots, with improved stability on uneven terrain, enhanced battery life for extended missions, and ruggedized construction that can withstand impacts, water exposure, and temperature extremes that would disable more delicate machines. Integration with AI systems allows the robot to make autonomous decisions about navigation routes, identify priority targets for investigation, and adapt to unexpected obstacles without requiring constant human input. Number 14. PLA Strategic Support Force AI Combat System. December 2023. Researchers from China's Strategic Support Force published findings that revealed the military's use of commercial large language models to predict enemy movements with disturbing accuracy. The team, led by Sun Yufeng from the Information Engineering University, fed AI systems massive volumes of sensor data and infantry reports, using technologies from Baidu's Ernie and iFlyTech's Spark to create a military intelligence system similar to ChatGPT, but designed specifically for warfare. The process works like this. Frontline units provide data through descriptive language or images. The AI processes this information, confirms its understanding, then generates warnings and predictions for combat simulations. The entire process runs automatically, requiring no human intervention except for final decision-making. In one experiment detailed in their research paper, the team simulated the 2011 U.S. military invasion of Libya. They provided the AI with information about weapons and troop deployments for both armies. After several rounds of dialogue, the system successfully predicted the U.S. military's next moves, demonstrating an ability to anticipate human tactical decisions. The researchers acknowledged a fundamental challenge. Humans aren't perfect in cognition and often carry biases that lead to overestimating or underestimating battlefield threats. Machine-assisted situational awareness can compensate for these human limitations, potentially giving commanders crucial advantages in rapidly evolving combat situations. However, the team also admitted significant limitations. Commercial LLMs weren't designed for warfare, so their predictions can be too general for specific military needs. To address this, researchers experimented with multi-model communication, creating detailed maps analyzed by iFlyTech's Spark to improve the AI's performance and produce more practical analysis reports. The team emphasized that what they disclosed represents only preliminary research, the tip of the iceberg in an ambitious project to make military AI more human-like and better at understanding commanders' intentions.
I'm going to ask you a simple question. Are you a naturally curious person? If you're watching, I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. This space is made for people like us. To ensure you're always part of this community and receive all our latest discoveries, you just need to do one thing: subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to stay connected with us. Okay, now that you're part of our Legion of the Curious, let's move on to the next item.
Number 13. Longwood Valley MedTech Surgical Robot. 30 minutes. That's how long it takes Longwood Valley MedTech's latest orthopedic surgical robot to complete procedures that traditionally required 2 to 3 hours of delicate work by human surgeons. The system, showcased at the 2025 World Robot Conference, represents a quantum leap in surgical precision and efficiency. The robot enables minimally invasive procedures that reduce blood loss, accelerate patient recovery, lower risks of post-operative complications, and cut overall medical costs. A 66-year-old patient suffering from destructive right knee osteoarthritis and deformity underwent joint replacement surgery in May 2024, assisted by the ROPA Orthopedic Smart Surgical Robot. The patient walked the same day and recovered without complications, a timeline that would be remarkable even with the most skilled human surgical team. The technology combines advanced imaging, real-time data processing, and mechanical precision that exceeds human capability. Surgeons plan procedures using detailed 3D models of patient anatomy, then guide the robotic system through the operation while maintaining ultimate control over critical decisions. The robot handles the microscopic precision work, making cuts and placements with accuracy measured in fractions of millimeters. China's surgical robot market exceeded $1.4 billion in 2024, with domestic equipment accounting for nearly 49% of installations, a dramatic rise of 30 percentage points compared to 2020. This growth reflects both advancing technology and increasing acceptance among medical professionals who initially viewed robots with skepticism. The robots don't replace surgeons, they amplify surgical capabilities beyond what human hands can achieve alone. Tremors, fatigue, and limitations in human perception all disappear when robotic systems handle the physical execution while surgeons provide expertise and judgment. The systems can operate in spaces too small or awkward for human hands, maintaining perfect stability regardless of procedure duration. Integration with AI allows these surgical robots to learn from thousands of procedures, identifying patterns that improve outcomes and flagging potential complications before they become critical.
Number 12. Beidou Navigation Satellite System. 1993. A Chinese cargo ship named Yinhe drifted helplessly in the Indian Ocean after the United States shut off GPS access to the vessel during a tense diplomatic dispute. The humiliation burned deep into Chinese strategic planning, crystallizing a single objective: never again would China depend on American satellites for navigation. 27 years later, on June 23, 2020, China launched the final satellite in the Beidou constellation, completing a global navigation system that now surpasses GPS in several key metrics. The system comprises 48 active satellites spread across 3 types of orbits: 24 in medium Earth orbit providing global coverage, 3 in inclined geosynchronous orbit covering the Asia-Pacific region, and 3 in geostationary orbit focused specifically on China. The U.S. Space-Based Positioning, Navigation, and Timing Advisory Board issued a stark assessment in 2022. GPS's capabilities are now substantially inferior to those of China's Beidou. The statement wasn't hyperbole. Beidou satellites are younger, equipped with more advanced technology, and supported by a larger network of ground monitoring stations than GPS. More importantly, Beidou offers capabilities GPS lacks entirely. The system includes two-way messaging, allowing users in remote areas to send and receive short text communications through the satellites, critical for disaster response, maritime operations, and military coordination in areas without cellular infrastructure. Within China, Beidou dominates with over 70. Number 11. Dalian Annie Science Museum Android Robots. Dalian, China. Inside the Annie Science Museum, visitors encounter something that makes them look twice, sometimes 3 times, before confirming what they're seeing isn't human. The facility showcases robotics technology so advanced that distinguishing these machines from real people becomes genuinely difficult. These aren't simple mannequins with mechanical parts visible. These are androids with veins visible under synthetic skin, lines in the palms of their hands, and the ability to simulate goosebumps. The precision in replicating human appearance reaches levels that venture deep into uncanny valley territory. The museum's Research and Design Center demonstrated their process in footage released by state media outlet CGTN. Technicians scan facial characteristics and body parts to create three-dimensional, dynamic robots customized to look like specific individuals. In one demonstration, a journalist had her facial features scanned, then watched as technicians created her own android double using 3D printed body parts. The synthetic skin uses medical-grade bionic silicone and silicon, creating textures that feel remarkably similar to human skin. A video showed the journalist controlling a 3D printed robotic arm made from the same materials, all through a wearable glove that translated her hand movements into the robot's actions. These androids don't stay locked inside the museum. Footage from Facebook showed one of the robots wearing a face mask, walking through city streets and directing people to COVID-19 testing locations. The museum, which opened in September 2021, also features robots modeled after famous figures like Albert Einstein and Steve Jobs, who appeared in promotional clips wishing visitors a happy Chinese New Year. The technology behind these realistic androids connects to China's broader push into AI and robotics. The country has created AI influencers so realistic they protagonize advertising campaigns and accumulated social media followings in the millions. During the Beijing Olympics, China deployed robots as chefs preparing meals and servers delivering food to visitors' tables, demonstrating how quickly these technologies are moving from research labs into everyday applications.
Number 10. World Robot Conference 2025 Beijing. August 2025. Beijing's exhibition halls filled with machines that blur the line between science fiction and present-day reality. The World Robot Conference showcased China's $33.4 billion robotics industry, with production numbers that demonstrated the country's dominance. 370,000 industrial robots and 8.82 million service robots produced in just the first half of 2025, representing year-on-year growth of 35.6% and 25.5% respectively. For 12 consecutive years, China has been the world's largest industrial robot application market, with its share of newly installed robots increasing from 51% in 2023 to 54% in 2024. The conference presented robots transforming every sector imaginable. Longwood Valley MedTech introduced orthopedic surgical robots capable of reducing operation time from 2 to 3 hours down to just 30 minutes, minimizing blood loss and accelerating patient recovery while cutting medical costs. Beijing AI robotics technology exhibited wearable exoskeleton robots that help paraplegic individuals stand and walk and assist elderly people with climbing stairs. These aren't laboratory prototypes. The company has sold around 1,000 units of its medical and elderly care products, now operating in over 300 hospitals nationwide. The robots use AI algorithms to detect walking intent and terrain conditions in real time, adapting to ground surfaces and user gait to provide appropriate assistance. Shanghai Jiaotong University presented a 6-legged robot dog designed to serve as a guide dog for blind individuals, scheduled to provide assistance services at the 15th National Games. This represents a practical solution to the shortage of trained guide dogs, which can take 2 years and $50,000 to properly train. The conference emphasized what organizers called embodied intelligence, referring to robots that can perceive their environment, make decisions, and take physical action. NVIDIA's vice president noted during a forum that China boasts the world's largest pool of top-tier graduates in AI and engineering, creating a talent pipeline that continuously feeds innovation into the robotics sector.
Number 9. Unitree Go2 Pro Robot Dog. $3,000. That's all it costs to buy a quadrupedal combat platform that can carry weapons, navigate complex terrain, and operate for hours without human intervention. The Go2 Pro from Hangzhou-based Unitree became the face of China's robotic warfare revolution when videos surfaced showing these machines in military drills. Standing on 4 articulated legs, each unit weighs just enough to carry serious firepower, while maintaining the agility to sprint, jump, and maneuver through spaces humans would struggle to navigate. The specifications tell a story of calculated engineering: 9 miles per hour maximum speed, 5-hour battery life, and a 4D wide-angle sensing system that transmits reconnaissance images back to headquarters in real time. The machines can be controlled remotely from 2 miles away, giving operators safe distance while maintaining tactical control. What makes this technology genuinely shocking isn't just what it can do, but who can afford it. At $3,000 per unit, these robots are accessible to minor militaries and potentially non-state actors. Traditional military hardware costs millions. A single fighter jet runs into tens of millions of dollars. These robot dogs democratize advanced military technology in ways that keep defense analysts awake at night. The design incorporates medical-grade bionic silicone and advanced AI that allows the machines to navigate autonomously, avoid obstacles, and adapt to changing environments.
During the Golden Dragon exercises, soldiers demonstrated how quickly these robots could breach buildings, with human troops blasting open doors before the mechanical units rushed in to engage targets. The company, Unitree, publicly denies supplying robot dogs to the military, yet their logo appears clearly visible in military footage. This disconnect between official statements and visual evidence suggests complex relationships between China's commercial tech sector and military applications. Ghost Robotics in the United States has developed similar systems, and both American and Chinese militaries are racing to perfect these platforms before conflicts make them necessary rather than experimental.
Number 8. Jinan-1 Quantum Microsatellite. July 27, 2022. While Misius demonstrated that quantum communication through space was possible, the massive satellite and its 13-ton ground stations made global deployment impractical. The solution launched from Jiuquan atop a Legion 1 carrier rocket, Jinan-1, a quantum microsatellite that proved miniaturization doesn't mean compromise. Weighing roughly 100 kilograms compared to Misius's 600-plus kilograms, Jinan-1 packs a light source with frequency 6 times higher than its predecessor, generating quantum keys 100 to 1,000 times faster. The engineering advances extend beyond the satellite itself. Ground stations for Jinan-1 weigh less than 100 kilograms and can be installed in hours rather than months, transforming quantum communication from a laboratory curiosity into deployable technology. Mobile ground stations mean quantum-secure links can be established anywhere, from remote military outposts to disaster zones where traditional infrastructure has collapsed. The satellite integrates both quantum and classical optical communication channels, enabling real-time key distribution without the multi-day processing delays that plagued Misius operations. During the China-Austria experiment using Misius, generating keys for a 75-minute video conference required over a month of preparation. Jinan-1 accomplishes the same task in real time. In 2025, researchers used Jinan-1 to establish quantum key distribution between China and South Africa, demonstrating secure communication across 12,800 kilometers and proving the system works in the Southern Hemisphere. The test included quantum-secured 5G satellite communication, showing how quantum encryption can protect data transmissions in areas where land-based networks are unavailable or compromised. Nature's reviewers called the achievement a milestone for the realization of a satellite constellation for quantum and classical communication. China's quantum satellite roadmap extends to 2030, aiming for a global network that would provide unhackable communications for government, military, and eventually commercial applications. A third quantum satellite is planned for launch by 2026, designed for higher orbits that will extend coverage time over ground stations and require even more powerful lasers and higher precision pointing systems. Number 7. Zhuhai Airshow 2024 AI Combat Systems. November 2024. The Zhuhai Airshow became the stage for China's defense industry to reveal technologies that suggested a future where artificial intelligence coordinates entire battlefield operations. Norenco, one of China's largest defense manufacturers, showcased the Intelligent Precision Strike System, a platform that dispatches drones and uses their real-time data to model battlefields, track targets, and coordinate attacks with minimal human oversight. The system represents what Chinese military doctrine calls intelligentized warfare, where deep learning and multimodal data processing refine target recognition, situational assessment, and command decisions in real time. 9 other combat systems with cutting-edge AI capabilities appeared at the show, including the AI-enabled Synthetic Brigade, which combines next-generation armored vehicles, swarming drones, loitering munitions, and electronic warfare tools into a cohesive fighting force. The smart digital-enabled command and control system provides commanders with real-time situational awareness, processing vast amounts of battlefield data to uncover operational patterns and optimize tactical decisions. These systems don't just assist human decision-making, they fundamentally transform how warfare could be conducted. The IWU LLM Plus system, developed by a lab at the People's Armed Police Engineering University, combines large language models with multimodal big data analysis and virtual assistant interfaces, providing intelligent interaction within command information systems. Commanders can theoretically query the system about battlefield conditions, receive tactical recommendations, and model potential outcomes before committing troops to action. The technology extends beyond physical weapons. Chinese military doctrine emphasizes what they call cognitive domain operations,
which merge psychological and cyber tactics to manipulate adversary perceptions and decision-making. Generative AI enables the PLA to craft adaptive, context-specific disinformation and execute psychological operations with precision that would be impossible for human teams working manually. Advanced language models can generate desired narratives in real time, using digital platforms to influence perceptions, sow discord, and erode morale among opposing forces.
Number 6. Golden Dragon 2024 Military Exercise. May 2024. Cambodia's training grounds became the stage for something that looked straight out of a sci-fi movie. Over 2,000 troops watched as four-legged machines carrying assault rifles marched alongside human soldiers. The Golden Dragon 2024 exercise lasted 15 days, and what China revealed during those 2 weeks sent shockwaves through military circles worldwide. These weren't toys or prototypes gathering dust in some lab. These were combat-ready robot dogs, each one equipped with a QBZ-95 rifle mounted on its back, capable of firing with precision that rivals human sharpshooters. The footage released by state broadcaster CCTV showed the machines doing things that seemed impossible just years ago, jumping over obstacles, lying flat to avoid detection, walking backward through tight spaces, and leading infantry units into simulated buildings. One soldier explained on camera that these robots could replace human members in urban combat operations, conducting reconnaissance and striking targets without putting lives at risk. The unit operating these machines? Unitree's G02 Pro model, retailing for around $3,000. Add the rifle, and you're looking at roughly $3,450 per unit. Compare that to the hundreds of thousands spent training a single Special Forces operative, and the math becomes terrifying. These robots can operate autonomously for 2 to 4 hours, moving at 9 miles per hour while being controlled from up to 2 miles away. The exercise also featured 6 rotor drones equipped with automatic rifles, demonstrating what Chinese military officials called their variety of intelligent unmanned equipment. Military analysts noted something crucial. China doesn't showcase equipment at international exercises unless it's reached technical maturity. The presence of these armed robots in Cambodia meant one thing: they're ready for deployment. The implications hit different when you realize Ukraine already uses about 30 of these Chinese-made robot dogs on actual battlefields, supplied by a British company desperate to address severe manpower shortages.
Number 5. DF-17 Hypersonic Missile System. October 1, 2019. Beijing's military parade celebrating the 70th anniversary of the People's Republic became the stage for a weapon that defense analysts had only whispered about in classified briefings. Rolling past Tiananmen Square came 16 launcher vehicles, each carrying what looked like a surfboard strapped to a ballistic missile. The DF-17 had arrived, and with it, a technology that renders traditional missile defense systems obsolete. The weapon travels between Mach 5 and Mach 10, that's 3,836 to 7,680 miles per hour, while maneuvering unpredictably through the atmosphere. Unlike ballistic missiles that follow predictable arcs through space, the DF-17's hypersonic glide vehicle skips along the upper atmosphere like a stone across water, changing direction and altitude in ways that make interception nearly impossible. U.S. intelligence estimates place the missile's range between 1,800 and 2,500 kilometers, perfect for striking American military bases in Japan, Guam, and throughout the Western Pacific. Pentagon officials confirmed that in testing, the DF-CF glide vehicle performed extreme maneuvers and evasive actions that would defeat systems like THAAD and Patriot, which were designed to intercept targets following ballistic trajectories. The missile's accuracy proved equally disturbing. During one test, the warhead landed within meters of a stationary target after traveling over 1,000 kilometers. China conducted at least 9 flight tests between January 2014 and November 2017 from the Taiyuan Satellite Launch Center, with only one failure. By 2020, the DF-17 began replacing older, short-range ballistic missile units in the People's Liberation Army Rocket Force. The strategic implications hit hard when military planners ran simulations. Aircraft carriers, the backbone of American power projection, suddenly became vulnerable. The DF-17 can hunt moving targets at sea, potentially creating an anti-ship variant that could strike a carrier battle group with little warning. The 11-meter-long, 15,000-kilogram missile is solid-fueled and road-mobile, meaning it can deploy from virtually anywhere in China, fire within minutes, then relocate before counterstrikes arrive. Defense experts note something crucial. China showcased this weapon publicly, which means they're confident it works and want adversaries to know it.
Number 4. Fourier Intelligence GR1 Humanoid Robot.
Shanghai, 2023. A company specializing in rehabilitation technology unveiled a 1.64-meter-tall humanoid robot weighing 55 kilograms, designed to address one of China's most pressing demographic challenges. By 2035, the country's population aged 60 and over will surge from 280 million to over 400 million, creating unprecedented demand for medical services amid severe healthcare worker shortages. Fourier Intelligence's response, the GR1, a humanoid robot capable of walking, avoiding obstacles, and performing tasks like holding bottles and transferring patients from beds to wheelchairs. CEO Zhen Ko envisions these machines serving as caregivers, therapy assistants, and companions for elderly individuals living alone. The engineering is remarkably sophisticated. Engineers can program the GR1 to sit, stand, jump, pick up utensils, and manipulate tools with a level of dexterity that mirrors human capability. The robot's design draws from Fourier's extensive experience manufacturing rehabilitation technology and exoskeletons, giving their humanoid platform practical medical applications rather than just theoretical capabilities. By late 2024, Fourier had delivered over 100 GR1 units to customers, with robots undergoing operational training at China Construction Bank facilities and testing in SAIC GM manufacturing plants. The company positions these humanoids as solutions to problems that can't be solved by simply hiring more humans. There aren't enough healthcare workers. Immigration isn't filling the gap fast enough. Wages keep rising as available workers become scarce. Robots don't get tired, don't call in sick, and can work 24-hour shifts with only battery recharges needed. The medical applications extend beyond simple companionship. These robots can assist in physical therapy sessions, help patients with mobility exercises, and provide consistent care that doesn't vary based on the caregiver's mood or energy level. Patients already familiar with using robotic devices in rehabilitation sessions reportedly adapt quickly to humanoid assistants, seeing them as natural extensions of their therapeutic equipment rather than unsettling replacements for human contact.
Number 3. Misius Quantum Communication Satellite. August 16, 2016. A Long March 2D rocket lifted off from Jiuquan Satellite Launch Center, carrying a satellite that looked unremarkable from the outside, but contained technology straight from the quantum realm. Named Misius after an ancient Chinese philosopher, the 600-kilogram spacecraft represented physicist Pan Jiewei's audacious vision, using the vacuum of space to transmit quantum-encrypted communications across distances that would be impossible on Earth. The satellite generates pairs of entangled photons, particles linked by quantum mechanics in ways Einstein famously called spooky action at a distance. When Misius transmits these photons to ground stations separated by thousands of kilometers, any attempt to intercept the transmission disturbs the quantum states in detectable ways, making eavesdropping impossible to hide. In 2017, Pan's team used Misius to conduct the world's first quantum-encrypted intercontinental video conference, connecting Beijing and Vienna across 7,600 kilometers. Austrian scientists joined Chinese counterparts in a 75-minute meeting secured by over 800,000 quantum keys, though generating those keys required more than a month of preparation time, as quantum states downloaded from the satellite needed 3 to 4 days of processing. The breakthrough earned the American Association for the Advancement of Science's Newcomb Cleveland Prize in 2018 for laying foundations for ultra-secure communication networks. But Misius had limitations. It needed line of sight, operated only at night when sunlight wouldn't interfere with the sensitive photon detectors, and recovered just 1 photon out of every 6 million transmitted. In July 2022, China launched Jinnan-1, a microsatellite weighing 1/6 of Misius but delivering performance 100 to 1,000 times better. The newer satellite integrated quantum and optical communication channels for real-time key extraction, with ground stations miniaturized from 13 tons to under 100 kilograms, and installation time reduced from months to hours. In March 2025, Chinese scientists achieved quantum-secured communication between Beijing and Stellenbosch, South Africa, 12,800 kilometers, the first quantum link between northern and southern hemispheres. China now plans a constellation of quantum satellites and integration with the country's satellite internet infrastructure.
Number 2. Tiangong Space Station. April 29, 2021. The Long March 5B rocket's engines ignited at the Wenchang Spacecraft Launch Center, sending the Tianhe core module toward low Earth orbit and marking China's entrance into an exclusive club, nations operating permanent space stations. By November 2022, after just 18 months of construction, the T-shaped Tiangong stood complete,
3 modules totaling 69 tons, hosting 3 astronauts for 6-month missions in continuous human presence 340 to 450 kilometers above Earth. The speed of assembly shocked observers accustomed to the International Space Station's decades-long construction timeline. Tiangong's modules arrived pre-assembled and self-contained, connecting automatically through advanced docking mechanisms without requiring spacewalks to hook up cables, piping, or structural elements manually. On July 24, 2022, the Wentian laboratory module launched and docked with Tianhe within hours. 2 months later, on October 31st, Mengtian completed the configuration, docking just 13 hours after launch. The station's design reflects hard lessons learned from Russia's Mir and the ISS, but with distinctly Chinese innovations. Tianhe's Kla module features regenerative life support systems that recycle urine and other waste, solar panels with efficiency exceeding 30% across a 60-meter wingspan, and a 10-meter robotic arm capable of moving 25-ton loads. The arm can crawl around the station's exterior, relocating to different adapter points to assist with module transfers, extravehicular activities, and spacecraft capture. Wentian added a smaller 5-meter robotic arm and backup control systems, while Mengtian brought additional experimental capacity. Combined, the station provides 23 enclosed experiment racks, covering fields from material science to biology, plus external platforms for experiments exposed directly to space. China plans to launch the Shuntian Space Telescope by 2026, a 2-meter diameter instrument that will fly in formation with Tiangong, periodically docking for maintenance and upgrades. The telescope will offer angular resolution comparable to Hubble, but with 300 times the field of view. Expansion plans could grow Tiangong from 3 to 6 modules, with a multifunctional expansion module featuring 6 docking ports potentially launching soon to enable this growth.
Number 1. Beijing AI Robotics Exoskeleton Systems. Walk again. 2 words that mean everything to someone who's lost the ability to move their legs. Beijing AI robotics technology has turned those words from hope into reality with wearable exoskeleton robots that allow paraplegic individuals to stand and walk and help elderly people climb stairs with confidence they thought they'd lost forever. The company has sold around 1,000 units of its medical and elderly care products, now operating in over 300 hospitals nationwide. These aren't simple mechanical braces. These are sophisticated AI-powered systems that detect the user's walking intent and terrain conditions simultaneously, using machine learning algorithms to adapt to ground surfaces and individual gait patterns in real time. The technology reads subtle muscle movements and weight shifts that indicate the wearer wants to take a step, then provides precisely calibrated assistance to make that movement possible. For paraplegic patients, the psychological impact rivals the physical benefits. Standing upright, making eye contact at the same level as others, moving through spaces under their own power rather than relying on wheelchairs, these experiences restore dignity and independence that medical conditions had stolen. The exoskeletons don't cure paralysis, but they offer something arguably as valuable, the ability to participate in life from a standing position. Elderly users face different challenges. Muscles weaken, balance deteriorates, and stairs become dangerous obstacles instead of simple transitions between floors. The exoskeleton systems provide just enough assistance to make these tasks manageable again, supporting weight during stair climbing and stabilizing movement on uneven surfaces. Company founder Shuai Mei explains that the robots continuously monitor both the user's intentions and environmental conditions, creating a seamless partnership where technology anticipates needs and responds instantly. The system knows when you're about to climb stairs before your foot leaves the ground, adjusting support levels to match the task's demands. This predictive capability transforms the exoskeleton from a passive support device into an active partner in movement.
Still curious? Then don't stop now. The next mystery is already waiting for you. Just click the video on screen. I saved it just for you. See you there, curious one.